But y'all, we got some things to talk about as far as our conscious topic slash main topic. They kind of tie into each other tonight, and it's a little. They're very similar, so we're just gonna kind of tie it and say one big old thing as our conscious slash main topic. But it's about selling out. You know, we all have. I don't care who you are.
We all have a price.
We all, especially I care, especially if you us. If you broke, you got a price.
And if you ain't broke, they got a price.
Right. So like, what's your price? Would you sell out?
I guess me personally,
Would you?
I have to have something for you to buy into for me in order to sell out. So if you want Will in its entirety for $100 million, yes. And define selling out and to who you're selling out to.
Right. Sell out is a lot of different things.
So is it like selling out to corporations which you don't agree with?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as me and a coworker were talking about this at work. The guys who do the commercials, the guys who do radio, they're famous. D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, they all did a McDonald's commercial. And they're all sitting at the table eating McDonald's and J. Anthony Brown, and they're promoting McDonald's breakfast. But knowing that McDonald's is very unhealthy and it hasn't been a good thing to the black community, do you think they were selling out by doing that commercial?
No.
Why?
The reason being I don't feel that they sold out is because, let's be honest, black people love McDonald's. And even though McDonald's is quote unquote unhealthy for you, it's your personal responsibility to choose the more quote unquote healthy item. Now, let's not take away the personal responsibility. You know, McDonald's, every restaurant that's unhealthy has to have something that's kind of semi-healthy on their menu.
Right.
So it's up to you to choose what you want to eat. And again, if the check is big enough, we all sell out. Yeah, we might necessarily, like a lot of corporations, even like, okay, I don't want to promote cigarettes. I'm not a cigarette smoker.
You would promote cigarettes for the right check?
Yes, sir. They want to pay me $50 million to promote Marlboro. I'm fucking a cigarette, okay?
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll be honest with you.
Hey,
for a person who don't have money and they want to offer you this big amount of money, and no matter if you don't like that product or not, you're gonna do it. You can say, "Oh, I'm gonna keep my integrity." Whoop, 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 whoop.
Well, not everyone will do it. We can't vouch and say every single person will sell out.
Yeah, I mean, because you just slap your mama for $100 million.
Mama will let me slap her for $100 million.
Okay, then.
That's different.
That's not different.
Yes, it is.
Now, they say if it's just some kind of sick, twisted mind game where they're like, "Okay, I'm gonna give you $100 million. I'm gonna shoot your brother in the head."
Hell no.
Right. Now, stuff like that, now that's a no-go.
Speaking of selling out, so if the right person came to us and said, "Hey," Will is already about to say, "Hell yeah."
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna give a scenario. Somebody want to put us on the radio station. They want to buy us to put us on satellite radio. They're going to pay us $1 million a piece a year.
One
a piece. $1 million.
Okay.
However, we can't talk about nothing conscious. We have to play what they tell us to play. We have to talk about what they tell us to talk about.
Again, that goes into not owning your own business, and
they will own what he said show.
Oh no, so they can do that. There's negotiations got to be had. Now, again, at $1 million, no. 15, probably no. One, no, because again, I can generate and become my own entrepreneur and make my own $1 million alone. Right. We can have our own radios and do it and make that kind of money on our own.
Right.
And not to own everything. No, if anything, I'm going to negotiations. You just cannot have me and Deshaun, and then we can't own our rights to our name, and we got to talk about what you want to talk about. Okay, that's fine. That's the guy.
And they put us in, somehow they got us in 360 deals, too. I mean, everything we do.
Hell no.
Yeah. So.
I'm sorry, because I won't make any money.
Right.
That's not making money. For that $1 million they give us, just like a advance, they're gonna get it all back,
Right.
and I'm gonna be flat broke. I don't think so.
Right. But and there's so many ways of selling out. A lot of people say Don Lemon is a sellout.
Yeah, it's like, do you sell out your race?
Yeah.
You know, you just every inch of blackness that you're proud of, you give it away. Do you think, okay, we give it to Don Lemon, Raven Simone? Do you think those two are people are like sellouts?
I think Raven Simone is really. I think she's really taking advantage of the say whatever I need to say to get publicity. Yeah.
But do you think a lot of people do it, just not Raven?
Yeah, I think a lot of people do it.
Do you think
Period.
that's just like the new thing?
Do you think when people are acting like coons and really acting up on Instagram, are they selling out?
Yep.
A lot of y'all be selling out for likes.
Hello.
All y'all sell out. Forget your
likes.
money, y'all selling out for likes.
Hey, you ain't making a dime.
Right.
Instagram ain't paying y'all.
Right.
Instagram / Facebook are not paying you. Y'all selling out for likes. Y'all doing anything to go viral.
Right. Y'all selling out for a little
Yeah,
15
it might.
minutes of fame.
Yeah, it might lead you to other things, but y'all selling out for likes. That's petty.
Y'all selling out the host club.
Like y'all dang that butt naked, showing you over JJ and everything else for likes.
Forget the big time selling out. Y'all selling out. They ain't even got to
For
get paid at all.
popularity.
Yeah, y'all selling out for popularity.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so shout out to all my sellouts.
But again, it depends on what your term of selling out is, and as well as how much they're paying you. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I don't promote smoking. But if Newport want to pay me $20 million, and Newport want to sponsor what he said show,
But how would the commercial be?
they'll give you the script of what they want you to say. So that's not a big deal as far as that.
But I'm saying like, what if they want you to say, hey, I smoke, y'all, and y'all should smoke too. You know why? Because we smoke.
And it's cool.
And it's cool. Look at me, I'm cool. I smoke.
Like they've been doing for years.
For $20 million.
Yep. And I'm going to rehab. And then after that contract is up, I probably won't ever do that again. Because you know what? Honestly, there's some things morally I just will not do. And even though I'm joking about the whole cigarette thing,
right.
There's just some things morally I can't do. You know,
Right.
there's something in my, that's like me, you know, I'll use abortion for instance. Like, Planned Parenthood want to pay us $30 million. It's like, that's not something I technically.
You don't believe in abortion?
I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
There are certain circumstances I do. I don't want you to use it as a form of birth control.
Right. Exactly.
But, you know, at the end of the day, it's your body. So who am I to tell you what you can and cannot do? And a lot of people are victims of rape and molestation and other things that happen, or you just not ready to have a child. And I don't believe in bringing a child in this world if you're not ready for it and you're not able to take care of it. So on that part, you know,
we'll just leave that right there.
We'll leave that right
we
there.
can jump into
But
bullshit.
there, you know, before I add, there are just some things morally that I feel is wrong. That, like you said, they want to play sick mind games where they want to kill your family to get this $100 million. And it's like, no, like I would never have my family. Like I would rather be
That's
broke.
Illuminati sellout.
Right. I would have. They say that's what be going on, but you know, I don't want that blood sacrifice for a buck, and
Right.
you'll never be happy ever. That money will ruin your life.
I just couldn't imagine.
But again, like it's like Coca-Cola, and we all know Coca-Cola is bad for you. We know that soda is not good for you at all, but we drink it anyway. And I'm an avid fan and an avid Coca-Cola drinker. So if Coke want to sponsor the What He Said show for $20 million, yes, I'm going to talk about Coke. Now that I will do.
What if I say no?
Well, you won't get no money. Okay?
No, but what if they be like, we need both of y'all to say yes?
Well, Deshaun's going to say, Now, what Coke jingle is?
I'm loving it.
Cracking that Coke can and drinking it back and act like you drinking it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
He will, y'all.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm going to block us and get you a lot of money in the future, okay?
For $20 million, he might not do it, but for 100, he will. No.
Oh, no. I'll say that now.
Okay.
When that check in front of your face.
And then clear.
Okay.
Hello.
Man.
Matter of fact, you can give me a whole Coke machine at my
You can use
house.
that money to build some wellness centers.
Exactly.
Right.
So you flip that money.
Okay. I know I endorse Coke and all, but y'all know that bad. Stop drinking this damn Coca-Cola. Drink water.
Exactly, but I'm gonna have a whole water filtration system at my house.
Right.
That's how you do it.
Right.
You get the money, you put your pride aside.
Well, sir.
You get your money and make the change.
We will be tested in the future. Know that, okay?
we're gonna be getting a lot of money in the future, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. So when these endorsements start coming our way, you ready to tell them no? Yeah. Or you ready to be a sellout? I hope Chick-fil-A endorses us. I really like Chick-fil-A. They're not endorsing us.
Well, I'm gonna go there. So
Oh, so you would say no to Chick-fil-A, huh?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
But there are some discrepancies. Again, there are things that Chick-fil-A agree. There are kind of things that I don't agree with.
Okay, but so you would say no to Chick-fil-A?
Probably so.
If they wave $200 million in your face, you would say no?
No, because I love Chick-fil-A. I'll eat that chicken sandwich.
Well, what if the KKK endorse us?
And I'm going to say no.
Just for some strange reason, the KKK.
You know what? I'm going to take their money. And I'll put it right back in our community.
Right. The KKK come up and say, you know what? We want to endorse y'all because, I don't know, we the KKK, and there's some sick, twisted reason why, but we going to endorse y'all.
I'm going to get that money, and I'm going to flip that shit right back in our community. Right. And I'm going to flow in your fucking face.
But, with sponsorship comes, we have to do commercials and say stuff. So we're sponsored by the KKK.
Now that's one we definitely would turn down.
Right.
They gonna pay us $1 billion for that one. I can't do that one.
I'm not sponsoring that.
No, I can't. I won't. Now that's something morally I cannot.
That's not gonna happen. First of all, the KKK don't like us. They don't even know us. They don't like us.
But that's definitely something I'm not going to. I can't do.
Right.
Now that one we definitely turn down. But again, when you think about these corporations, none of them really like us anyway. On one hand or the other.
Right.
Being who we are and what we are. So it ain't. That'll be always a big battle. Right. Because it could be Sharma tissue and it could be racist.
Because we can always find something in their history, in every corporation's history, that was racist or something that we didn't agree with.
Exactly.
And I think it just goes to show you that you won't agree with everything any of these corporations, done or are going to do.
That's so true. Because we'll use your Walmart fan as it says. Because I know you're not a big fan of Walmart. Mm-hmm. But if Walmart wanted to endorse us for $50 million, would you do it? I'll be like, every day low price, man.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so we're going to be really tested in the future.
Yeah, we might have a lawyer.
Okay. Lawyer it up.
For real.
Lawyer it down.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So, y'all, we want to get into something else that we wanted to get to for our conscious segment of the show. Is being pro-black worth it?
This is how I feel. I just, I say I'm conscious. I guess I'm conscious. I'm semi-conscious. I don't know everything, but I know enough. Know that there's some bullshit out there. So I'm conscious, whatever. And I just feel like it can get exhausting because there's so much information out there, and I don't see a lot of change happening.
Okay.
So is it worth being? Well, you can't not be conscious because that's where your mind is. But is all of this really worth it? Because are we ever going to win?
Exactly. Because like you said, it's so much information. There's so many rallies, but nothing seems to be changing.
Right.
And it's like, not to say that being pro-black isn't worth it, because again, I am proud to be who I am as a black man.
Of course. Yeah.
And that will never change. But like you said, it was like, okay, recently they had the Million Man March. It was justice or else. Now, we had heard all these great things, which was very motivating, but
it was a pep rally.
Basically. But, okay, so it's like, when is the change going to happen? I know change starts with us. Charity starts at home first, which we know that. But, again, like you said, this has been going on before we even existed on Earth.
Right, like, everything has been lasting for so long.
It's like, will we ever win? Who is the ultimate victor here?
Is it even worth being extremely pro-black and doing the whole thing where you don't buy white, you only buy black, and you don't do this, you don't do that, you try to be real pro-black?
And it's kind of almost impossible to just not buy anything that a quote-unquote white person owns.
Right.
Which is the sad part. Don't get us wrong.
Is it worth going out and looking for a black store? Is it worth watching black TV? You know what I'm saying? Is it worth being pro-black? Is it helping?
I think it's very limited. And because that's just again we go back to the whole Adele and Beyonce situation where okay I'm only going to listen to Adele. I mean, I'm only going to listen to Beyonce and not listen to Adele when Adele also has good music that I like.
Right.
But no, because I'm pro black, I'm not going to listen to her music.
Right.
That's dumb.
Right.
To me. So I'm also promoting black owned business. I do try to patronize them as much as possible, but again, and A Black I said this before in a previous video, y'all go back and look it up on YouTube or the What He Said show. If the business sucks, I'm not going there. If you treat me like crap, I will not patronize your business again.
Right.
Because wherever I'm spending my money, whether it be Walmart or Blackmart, I better be getting great service. Because guess what? I'm not going to keep coming there and spending my money.
But at the same time, you have that attitude. But black people go to these other businesses all the time, and they still get bad service. They still keep going.
They're dumb.
Yeah.
And that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you're literally stupid, but I wouldn't go anywhere. First of all, the way to make money is to make people feel good about spending.
But I think a lot of times these businesses think that they got a monopoly and y'all ain't gonna go nowhere else, so we just gonna treat y'all like this anyway.
That's when you shake the table and
right.
you show them I am gonna go somewhere else.
And that's when I become pro black and say we need to have our own stuff. So I can't not,
Again, I do agree with us owning our own thing,
right.
but again, we have to. Again, and I know we talk about this a lot, but we have to bring back the unity. We will never have our own everything until we unify again,
right.
and we cannot overrun corporations that's not ours if we're not unified.
And I just feel like this is in the back of every person's head at this point.
Yeah, and it seems
everyone knows
it's like we
not
keep
everyone
saying
acts
it, we keep saying it, but again, it takes go back to the money situation of us talking about being a sellout. It takes that money because, quote unquote, if I sold out for Chick-fil-A for $50 million, I can take Chick-fil-A's money and invest it into my community.
Exactly.
So there's a way to turn a negative to a positive situation. Yeah, you might feel like, oh, they sold out because they're talking about this, that, and the third, but yet you don't know, just like we mentioned earlier about Beyonce and these other people, what we're doing behind the scenes with that money that you, quote unquote, said we sold out for.
Right.
So, it's always a situation where we
I think once you get popular, famous, or whatever, everyone's gonna call you a sellout.
Yeah, and because people just naturally haters.
Right.
People are just get jealous and envious because you get to a level where they cannot achieve.
Like I don't know. I think this subject kind of hit home with me because I think about not. I don't want to say not doing business with other races, but just trying to big up black business as much as possible. But at the same time, I don't want to limit myself.
Again, that goes down to having a balance. Right. You have to have a balance in life. A yin and a yang. You have to have a balance. Now, we can go to say, I want to try to go to at least 80% of black-owned business. And then the rest of 20% be like, Walmart, Kroger, or Publix. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. If you haven't found a black-owned grocery store or market. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But until then, you still have to go to these certain places. We don't, there are a lot of places out here, but a lot of places don't have that capital, that marketing tool, which we talked about earlier too. Right. That the machine that's put behind people to get them out there to be a household name, to be a Walmart, to be a Kmart, or a Sears, or Toys R Us, or Best Buy. A lot of times a lot of black-owned business don't have that behind them.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's more us like, where's Walmart?
Right.
There it is. We actually stumble upon it.
And I also, sorry for interrupting you, but I also think about everybody talking about history and Egypt and all that stuff. Is that worth it to really talk about that? Because I feel like people don't really know that history well enough to really talk about it, first of all.
And a lot of these so-called social activists, I know I'm probably going to get in trouble about this, I'm saying, they be reposting stuff and don't do the research. I'm going to say it, I'm going to be 100. A lot of people go and post all this conscious stuff and don't do the research. And like you said, because you don't really have all of the knowledge, because if y'all said the knowledge was stripped away, how do you even know it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's where I'm at now. I'm at a point where it's like you're coming up with new information and, you finding out that was a lie. This was a lie. Right. We really this. We really that. And it's just, I get to the point where I'm like, damn, well, You're gonna spend your whole life finding out new stuff. So
And I always feel like, especially when you hear a lot of conscious people, they use everything from Ishkamet, which is Egypt, for those who don't know. I was like, there are other places in Africa, they who have knowledge.
and someone
Why is
said,
that always the only focus? That's why I asked them, I said, there's no other place in Africa that has knowledge and information besides Egypt?
right, exactly.
And the whole big, gigantic continent of Africa?
The whole world.
Exactly. Where we spread out, come on, it got to be more than that.
Exactly. And
Because y'all only focus on that one part.
right. I feel like Africa's a distraction from everything else. Personally, that's a whole nother subject. I know someone on the internet. He had his video got really popular. What he said was the only reason y'all like Egypt so much is because y'all don't get it, but people aren't realizing that white people went over there and found something over there and said it was incredible. Now everybody's like, they like it because the white people like it.
Because now the archaeologists with 9,000 were Caucasian went over there and dug all this stuff up and looking for things and they found stuff and they're like, oh my God, that's amazing. That's my history. I'm gonna grab on to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus those who were there passing along the knowledge.
Right.
Yeah, we know that actually it's very rich in a lot of things. And I would never take that from their country. But at the end of the day, why y'all only focus on one part? Y'all only focus on Egypt because Egypt has the pyramids, the pyramids have the hieroglyphics with the papyrus, and all y'all
The
got all
thing,
these.
and what a lot of people don't know is that the pyramids in America predate the pyramids in Africa.
So come on now.
So it's so much more information.
Do you think that we harbor as black people, we harbor on the past too much?
Yeah, certain past. Yeah, I don't think we grow from it because you should never forget your past, but you should take what you learned from the past and grow. We're still doing marches.
Where are we now? Like you said, okay, we are standing on the shoulders of the ones in the past, of our ancestors. Don't get me wrong, and like I said, it's a great thing to know where you come from, so that way you know who you are. But you want to build your own legacy because there are generations after you who need to know you in 2015, not what did happen 1815.
And I'm not just talking about what's popular. I'm talking about
exactly
like real
situation.
Exactly. As far as where we are, I think we're kind of in the same place we were in the
no
civil
shade.
rights.
No shade.
Civil rights.
In 2015, I have never seen it. Even though I was not there and I wasn't alive during the civil rights movement.
I'm sure it's not.
But I feel
there are some differences, but we aren't that
there
much
are
from,
some differences as far as we can go and we can say what we want and that kind of thing. And
we can go to school with Becky.
And we can we can go to school with Amy, But we're still getting beat. We're still getting murdered by the police officers. We're still getting attacked and dogs and all that stuff. You still see that stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we've come a long way, but some things are still the same. There's a saying that goes, there's nothing new under the sun. So that means it's always going to repeat. It's like it's always going to repeat itself over and over again.
Yeah, man. I just wonder sometimes. I know I'm going to a lot of places with this subject, but I do wonder where we are as a people sometimes. Because I just feel like we're so lost and we're being pulled in so many different directions, and I feel like it can get exhausting. And I wonder, like, is it worth doing it?
I think for me personally, once you take your journey in life, which we are doing, because we are going to, life is always going to be a journey, because we're always sojourning. Do what you feel is best for you. Because you can't follow I'm going to be all conscious like these people, or I'm going to be all religious like these people, or I'm going to be all spiritual, or I'm going to be an atheist, or whatever that you feel is the right path for you. That goes with whatever. Do what makes you happy. Right. We're all different, and that's the problem. We're different, and we live in a society where everybody has to be grouped in as one. Nobody respects individualism. Right. There can only be these quote unquote hierarchy of people who are famous or who are wealthy, who you look after, and you seeking after this stuff when you're unhappy, when you can carve your own lane and be Will. I can be Will. You can be the Sean. I don't want to be the next Michael Jackson or whoever. I want to be Will and all Will inside of me. And everything that's within me. I want to carve my own legacy. I want to be who I am. I'm a different kind of person. So if you tell me I can't, if I'm not conscious, I'm less than a black person, right? Or if I'm not quote unquote caught up in religion and church that makes me another outcast. It's like you always feel like to be an outcast.
Right. And I feel like I don't know. I know we're going all over the place, but I just feel like the conscious movement sometimes can be really one track minded. It can be really, they don't think very critically sometimes. I think they get put themselves in a box, and I think that's why.
As their term, I don't think they use their own third eye and critically think
Right.
about something.
Because I just wish people really sat down and thought about some of those things and talk about it, argue about it, fight to death about it on the internet. And I don't know.
So tying that in, I know we're going somewhere else, but do we think now because of the internet we have so many? It's oversaturated. Far as the not so much the conscious movement because of course everybody needs that, but far as the the mingling and mismanagement of information.
I think I have to. You can't believe everything you read.
Exactly.
Period.
Because like I said, it's not so much satire that you represent the truth also. Right. So we're gonna say, oh, this controversial story. People picture of Egypt and say, the sun turned that way.
Right.
And people be like, oh, the sun ain't supposed to turn that way. It's supposed to turn this way.
I always say you have to learn how to read the internet. Like at this point, you have to have a certain eye when you're reading the internet, so you can really distinguish the bullshit. Because there's gonna be some stuff they throw at you. You're gonna be like, oh, I know that.
Well, and like I said, you have to decipher things. And there's a saying that goes, you take the meat and throw the bones away.
Right. And with the internet, you have a huge, endless amount of information, so you can go and search for stuff and find what's true. You know, you don't have